Hello friends, and welcome to CJoy Yoga, online studio and wellness channel. Today we are going to do, or this is kind of in addition to, I'm doing a couple of series in chairs for people who work all day and they're sitting in chairs. Now, you can't have a chair with arms on it for this little series, so know that. But we're going to sit in it backwards, which already might be like, woo, for some folks, inner groin, but do the best that you can trying to sit. I'm on the edge, what would be the front of the chair, traditionally the front, right, so that I don't have to go too wide. If you're a little more flexible, you could move forward, but you know, be cautious with that. If you're super flexible, you probably don't need the flexibility, you probably need stability. So those heels underneath the knees, and then from there, we're just gonna go ahead and get nice and tall, yeah, through the spine. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to fold forward a little bit. We're going to bring our hands onto our thighs and just go ahead and start to roll your left shoulder towards your right knee a little bit. Come back through center. Roll your right shoulder towards your left knee a little bit. Come back to center. Do that one more time. Roll your shoulder over, almost like you're going to show me the back of the left shoulder. And then now show me the back of your right shoulder. And come back to center. Now this is where it's going to get a little funky, but for my friends who do standing poses, we're just going to do a variation of a standing pose. So you're going to slide over until your left leg, your left thigh is caught. My buttocks are a little bit off. And I'm going to reach that right leg back behind me as best I can. If that's not available, you could just have it out to the side and hold the chair to do this, right? But if you can, think of Warrior 2. It's very similar to Warrior 2. We just have the support system. And as that back heel pushes down and roots down, that thigh turns on. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into side angle, but I'm going to use the back of the chair. So you're going to bring your right hand onto the chair, bring your left hand onto the leg wherever it's comfortable, and just lean in a little bit, yeah? Now from there, I want you to push into that right hand and try to rotate your rib cage open a little. If the shoulders are away from the ears, it might feel okay to turn the head and look up. And then some of my friends, you might drop down. If you're at home and you're working this stuff with blocks, you could put a block. But you might slide down the front of that left leg, bringing the left arm and leg together, push them together, and between the two, right, moving in, the left arm into the left leg and the right hand into the chair, you should be getting hopefully a pretty good rotation and a side lengthening. Take another breath from there, and then go ahead and come on up slowly. This gets really tight when we sit a lot, right? And come back to the center of your chair. And now we'll do that same series on the other side. So now you're going to get just your right thigh in the chair. My knee comes all the way to the crease of the chair. My left leg is going to reach back, and I'm going to try to get that heel to go a little further away and put it down on the ground so my thigh gets active, right? I bring my right elbow down and my left hand on the back of the chair. So it's a variation of side angle, Parshvakonasana. Inhale and get long in the spine, and then exhale, begin to just get a baby rotation. It's not a huge twist, friends. It's not at all, right? But I use the leverage of this hand to rotate that shoulder and the left ribs back behind me. Shoulders away from ears might allow the turning of the head. That's so tertiary probably. I was going to say secondary, but it's even further than that. You might drop that right arm down inside. You might come to a block or a book or something. Or you can just push it together and let that hang right there. And now I've got two pieces of pressure. My right arm and my right leg together, and my left hand helping me open. And I take a big old breath, and the more I push that left heel down, the more juju I get in that side waist. And inhale, come on up, come back to the center of the chair. You can turn around if you want to, or just pause for a moment. You could even put your hands on the back of the chair or down in your lap, etc. And bring the hands together at the chest, inhale. Exhale, bow the head in. Namaste. Be grateful for these beautiful bodies, but stretch them out when you're sitting down all the time for sure.